Yes. Yes.
Possible encounter.
Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by saying, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I want to say shalom and double honors to the elders, apostle GMS. I want to say shalom to the brothers of GMS, for those are the ones I follow out there in this truth and give wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from. It's your brother Shabbat, back at it again with another video. And I'm going to, I wanted to name this topic, No Peace, man, because the Lord is coming back with absolutely no peace. What they say, he coming back with straight smoke, man, on straight timing. As you can see here, it says new footage shows UFO swarming Navy ship. Now, the chariots, which are, the vehicles of the angels, man, vehicles of the Lord. Those are what the angels use. And, there's been more, chariot sighting left and right. You've been seeing chariot sighting left and right. Some of them been harassing, these jets, now harassing the Navy ship. And Esau's been putting out this footage because he's trying to fearmonger off it, and he wants you people to be scared of him. He wants you people to be scared for the return of the Lord. He want these people to literally think there's aliens that's going to be evading us, But the Lord is coming back with absolutely no peace. You people believe that the Lord is coming back with hugs and kisses and things like that. The Lord is coming back with no peace, And that's one thing big in the Christian churches, man. These Christians truly believe that the Lord is not going, to come back to destroy. The Lord, they believe that those, scriptures of destruction already came to pass, but it's never came to pass. Name anything that, in Revelations that happened in the kingdom. I mean, to any kingdom, So, you just can't, man. But I'm going to play a little bit of the video, and I'm going to get straight into it.
This footage of a radar seen by sailors aboard the USS Omaha back in 2019 shows as many as 14 UFOs swarming the ship off the coast of San Diego. At least one of the objects was moving upwards of 160 miles per hour.
Actually 38 now, that's not fast.
That one's pretty much perfectly 000 relative, right?
Yeah.
263 at 3 miles. 55 knots speed.
Investigative filmmaker Jeremy Corbell says the clip verifies a prior video he released of the same incident, with the earlier footage showing a mysterious object flying over the ship before disappearing into the Pacific Ocean. And as we get a look at more sightings, officials warn that these objects appear to be far more advanced than our aircrafts.
Yeah, so you hear the Edomites, man. Holy shit. They're going really fast. That's how it's going to be, man. These jets are not going to be able to keep up with it. And if it's already a documentary on, the jets fighters, how they speak about encountering UFOs all the time, man. When you up there in that airspace, you're in the lowest airspace. And the angels are going in and out of the spiritual dimension to this dimension, doing the work of the Lord, So, yeah, you're going to run into a lot of UFOs. But what they realized up there, that they could not, excuse my, French, but couldn't fuck with them, man. They could not be on the same level as, those chariots, man, And just see right there, they're going really fast. They're trying to calculate their speed. They're swarming with them. They're swarming these UFOs. I mean, these submarines. The Lord is showing that you cannot mess with my technology. You cannot mess with my power. I don't have technology. We run off pure energy over here, man. I am the power, man. I gave you technology. I gave you the power to create your vehicles. So what makes you think your vehicles are gonna fuck with mine? I gave you a level 1 blueprint. Compared to my vehicles, man. And that's literally what's happening, You can see it, man. The Lord is not coming back with peace. Does these things look like they're going to come with peace? Man, you people need to start reading your scriptures, man. People need to stop thinking out here taking the Lord lightly. Because what Esau did, man, he took Yahweh's shot, and he tried to take this Bible and try to make it a movie thing, make it a Hollywood thing. Of course he is, because he's going to try to downplay. That's the best way Esau can downplay things to you people, is by putting in movies, TV shows, to make you think it's something unbelievable. Of course he's going to capitalize of making sure that super strength and Superman-like powers and chariots and Yahweh Shah's cruising, it's all fable. It's all a movie. It's all a script. Of course he's going to put it in Hollywood to make you people less and less in fear. But now that you see that these chariots are swarming and actually invading, actually getting closer to your defense, you know, your national security defense vehicles, and making them look like, you know, subpar as, you know, creations, and getting closer to your homes and getting put more on video, you people are starting to get scared. But what, you think of that Hollywood shit, and you think of a green man coming out of that shit, which is not going to happen, man. You're going to be surprised. That's why the Lord said they're going to be in terror, man. They're going to look at the strangeness of our salvation. They're going to be like, what the hell? They're going to just look, because they're going to see men. They're going to see men, dark-skinned men, you know, men with color coming out of them, and they're going to be amazed and terrified at the same time, you know. The game Fortnite, they even put a thing in the game now with the new season of where you get beamed up. Where you think that's coming from? It's the spirit, man. Esau know his time is up, man. Know his time is up. You know, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. It says, "Think that I not come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." That is a direct cut. That is a direct line. I came not to send peace, but a sword. I came to bring division. I came to bring destruction. I came to bring destruction upon you wicked people, man. The Lord is coming back to bring vengeance against the ones that crucified him. And the scripture says that. So where the hell do you get peace? Where the hell do you get that the Lord is coming to send peace, or all you need to do is just call my name? No, man. That's not how this works. The Lord want to see loyalty now. You know? He want to see, you know, he wants to see those Jakes, those Israelites, Salaki, that stuck by him. You know? The ones that kept the faith. He's not coming to send peace. You can see it in this video, you know, that these type of vehicles, they're not about to be on peace mode. And they wasn't created to bring peace. They wasn't, what you think they came, like in the movie Tony Stark, The Age of Ultron, and he used them robots to be to crowd control and keep everybody safe. Fuck no. That's not what this is for, man. This is not what that is for. That shit is to keep what? To keep air control on lock. About to be shooting down jets. You know, before them missiles come crash, you gotta understand that them jets gonna be burning buildings up, burning jet subs and things like that. So people gonna be dying of falling jets and all kinds of shit, man. You know? It's gonna be terrible, man. The Lord is not coming to send peace. Find me one scripture where the Lord is coming to save the whole earth, or set things in order, to bring a rapture, to save them. Like, it's just not, that's not happening, man. The Lord is coming to save his elect and destroy the rest of you people, man. This is Hebrews chapter 11. It says, "They shall perish, but thou remainest, and they shall wax old and doff as a garment, and as a vesture shalt thou fold them up, and they shall be changed. But thou art the same, thy years shall not fail." Exactly, man. It says, oh, wait, let me see. I'm going to keep going. It says, "But to which of the angels said he at any time, sit on the right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool?" Exactly. You know, the Lord was speaking to Yahweh Shah. He was speaking about Yahweh Shah. you know, till I make thy enemies thy footstool, at that footstool, man, as that footstool. The Lord is, man, that's you sound like that is the word of peace. And that's the ancient of old talking, man. That is Yahweh speaking, you know. Speaking of Yahweh Shah, man. The Lord is going to make, our enemies, Yahweh Shah enemies at our footstool, man. You know. So does that sound like peace? Does that come to sound like that he's coming to, to come down and be at you people world meetings and things like that and discuss what can we do to make the world better? No, man, that shit is not happening. You know, that's not happening. He's coming to put crowns on his elect, man. He's coming to put crowns on his elect and have them sit on 12,000 thrones. You know, he's coming to bring his people back, man. You know, sit on them. You know, he's about to have that 144,000 man sitting on thrones with crowns surrounding them. You know. About to have them angels on go. Michael the archangel, all them, man. Raphael, they all about to be on time, man. On go time. Destruction time, man. You don't see the scriptures when the Lord said, hold back the seals of the wind of destruction? Going into wind, if you go into the word wind, it means destruction. Hold back. I mean, he told them, he gave, the Lord is giving angels power and permission to hold seals of destruction. The Lord said he's going to take your biggest fear and put it upon you, man, in the last days. So does that sound like a man of peace? The Lord is pissed with the world, but mainly his people. You know? That doesn't sound like a peace. You think you're going to go against everything that the Lord stands for and throw it under your people feet and trample all over it? You think you're going to touch his little ones and not have to suffer? Come on, man. That's like trying to take chicken from a stray dog. You're gonna get your arm chopped off, man. Chopped off. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 11, which also say, ye men of Galilee, why ye stand up gazing up into heaven? So, the men of Galilee, the prophets, the ones that was able to see Yahweh Shah, after he came back to life, it was only a few that was able to see him, which is prophets. Nobody else was able to see him. Everybody else in the world and things like that still thought he died. He was dead. But after he was done speaking to him, he went up into a cloud, but which was a chariot. They see him lift up, be beamed up into heaven, man. And they sat there and they was just amazed. But the angel told them, don't stand, don't be that amazed, man. The same way he went up is the same way you're going to go up. What is that speaking of, man? You pastors, all that, man. You pastors, you churches. What does that mean? What is that speaking of? Salaki, I thought somebody was coming downstairs. But that's speaking of what? Chariots, man. So that shows you that what chariots do is this. So these vehicles that you're seeing flying around in the sky and being caught on camera, those are not aliens. Those are chariots, man. Those are the same things that beamed Yahweh Shah and brought him back to the spiritual world. To sit on the right hand of the Lord. Until what? His time to return. Till it's what? Destruction time, go time. Esau is not going to be able to be on the lower level, man. Let's get into that. It's not going to be a fight, man. It's just not. It's going to be a complete massacre. This is Revelation, speaking of the things the Lord was beamed up in. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Exactly. I cometh with clouds. Every time you see a UFO, or a chariot, things being caught on camera, things like that, a lot of them look like clouds. They look straight like clouds. A lot of them either moving so fast you really can't even describe what it is, but they look like clouds, man. Chariots can always be in the sky where you at or hovering over you. Like it says in scriptures, angels campeth around the ones that fear the Lord. That can always, but you just won't know because they will be up there camouflaging them with actual clouds. The Lord said, I come with clouds, man. Meaning he coming with chariots. The Lord, the thing that's beautiful about this truth, he had code names for these things. He has code names and different, names that he gives, to throw people off, man. But those are chariots. And this time, every eye's going to see him. It's not just going to be the elect. That time, Lord was, and around that time, it was peacetime because it wasn't time for that. It wasn't the time and season, like the scriptures speak about, it's a time and season for everything. That time and season was a time of peace. It was a time of Israel going through more trials. It was the time of what the truth was going to eventually be taken completely. The book was going to be sealed. That was the time. That was the beginning of the end. That was around the time of the Lord just establishing the very last piece of the book. Establishing that very last chapter on earth. But then now it begun again because we are on the very last days. So now we picked it back up. Our spirits that was in the past, that was in the truth and with Yahushua, we picked it back up, and now we running with it. And we clocking in, because it's that time. So now it's when it's wartime, every eye shall see him, and they're going to wail, meaning cry, pain, be miserable. They're going to be screaming and crying. People going to be like, what is that? Oh my gosh, what's happening? And it's going to be the Lord. A lot of our Jakes, and things like that are going to be scared shitless, man. Running in the houses, hiding themselves. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple Jakes try to shoot at some chariots. Because they so scared, don't know what to do. Not knowing that's their salvation. That's their power. But they're going to be scared and frightened. These Esau taught you people mind so much to taught even our own people to be scared of their own skin. They're going to be terrified when they see a dark-skinned man come off them that chariot, man. That chariot that's as big as a mountain, speaking of in Ezra. The Lord said, I come with cloud. Every eye shall see, man. It's not going to be a time of peace. It's going to be a time of war. The Lord's bringing war with them. So he want every eye to see it. Here it goes right here. It says, let me see. Now, I'm going to just go straight. I'm going to get straight to the point. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 16. It says, in the number of army of the horsemen, meaning the chariots, man. He's talking about his chariots. What was chariots back then in those times, man? It was horses that was carrying men in chariots, But that's why he calls chariots, meaning chariots is the same way of saying my vehicles of war, man. So you gotta understand that they're coming with the clouds. Coming with the clouds, that they fly up and they're with the clouds, man. They look just like the clouds, You gotta understand the code name. And it says horsemen were 2,000 and 1,000 and 1,000, and I heard the number of them. Exactly, man. The Lord's bringing millions of chariots, man. He's bringing a very large number of chariots. Now, if Esau can get 200 thousands and thousands, that's 200 million, man. If Esau got 200 million, if he got 200 million jets that he could put them in the sky, and it don't matter, they will crash into each other, things like that. It don't matter. He's just not going to be able to fuck with the Lord, man. He's just not. The Lord is bringing an army with him. Every eye is going to see him. 200 million chariots, you can't miss that. And then with one as big as a mountain, you can't miss that. He's going to cover the whole sky, man, when he comes back. Man, like we can talk about this, and I really meditate on this. Like we can talk about this, we can prophesy and things like that. But sometimes you gotta actually play it out in your head and really prepare yourself for it. Cause you can speak about it, but are you really ready for it? You gotta play that. You gotta play that scenario in your head. You know, if you in this truth, a lot of things you need to do is play scenarios in your head and think it out and put that spiritual faith on you, man. Like when you see that, are you gonna crack? Or are you gonna get down and pray, man, and cry? Because this is our salvation. But we're gonna see the Lord, man, mess some stuff up before we get, beamed up and get refined as gold, man. But the Lord is bringing the army with him. Does that sound like a man of peace to you? Does that sound like a man that want to come and shake your hand and give you a hug? No, man. That sound like a man that want to, get some get back, man. That want to save his people. Man, you people's out of your damn mind, man. You people, man, it's complete destruction that's coming. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. He sat upon him, and was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Exactly, make war. He judge and make war. So that cuts all you people. Oh, you can't judge anybody. You can't da-da-da-da. They grown, I'm grown. You can't judge me. You think you got it. Yeah, we can judge you. We can. The scriptures give us the right to judge you, man. Do righteousness. You going off. So I have the right to judge you through righteousness. But it says right here, make war. People think that the Lord is just love and things. That's how they made them. People have a Hollywood perspective on the Lord. So that's why they believe that. But the Lord talks about making war. The Lord, he's a man of war. He loves war. And our men needs war, man. Like, look at the men nowadays walking around, man. Bunch of gays, weird kids, man. Bunch of people that just want to flash money all day and be fake thugs, holding guns all day. Closing the eyes when they shoot, man. Holding a gun doesn't make you a big guy, man. Make you a tough dude. Real wars, man. Yeah, when you get up in personal, you in that up in personal combat, man. That's what make you a man, because that's 50-50. It can go either way. Or unless you're very skilled at what you do, and you know that you're gonna slay that person. That's real combat. That's real war. As you can see, man, I watched a video. These group of men was playing tug of war against a group of women and lost. Our men, and it was Jake men versus Jake women. Our men needs to be put back in the war, man. Our men need to be put back in a righteous mind, man. Because the masculinity is gone, man. If Esau stay in power, man, for some more years down the line, masculinity is going to be to a point where masculinity just doesn't exist. Like, you speak about masculinity, man, it's probably going to be to the point where people going to look at you like some hate dude or some shit, man. Because it's already getting to that point. But it says his eyes were as a flame of fire. And it's describing what his anger, man. His rage, his hate. On his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. Where do you think the many crowns come from? Because he's going to claim these kings' heads, man. He's going to claim these kingdoms. He's going to dethrone these people, man. Does that sound like peace? No. And he said, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name called the Word of Yahweh. Exactly, man. And that's what Yahweh Shah exactly is. He's the walking word of the Lord. A spitting image of Yahweh himself. He's the walking image. He's the walking word. What did Yahweh Shah say? He said, the book is of me. He's the walking word of the Lord. When Yahweh Shah came down, he was that exact image of what we should be. He's exactly what the Yahweh is, man, in flesh. The Lord had a perfect son that did his will, his work. That was only about his father's work. He was everything about his father, you know? But that's why it says the word of Yahweh, man. The vesture dipped in blood, his garment dipped in blood, meaning what? He just got done going to war, slaying. And this is speaking of future prophecy. Yahweh Shai's garment is going to be dipped in blood, man, because he's going to be down here too. He's going to be down here too, kicking ass. You think the angels just going to be the only one whooping shit? Hell no, because even Lord's will, the elect, you know, Lord's will, part of it, and coming off that chariot, the Lord going to let us get a piece too, because he understand our rage, our hate towards this place, that we going to want to fuck some shit up too. And destroy these Israelites that still don't want to get with it and get right. You know? It says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that which it should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and he treadeth with winepress the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh. Exactly, come down with the wrath of the Lord, man. He came down with the wrath of the Lord, you know? What it says, you know, it says, you know, he smite the nations, man. He, like I say, he's going to destroy these kingdoms. And then we're going to rule over them, man. He's going to rule over them. He's coming back to establish his power, his name in earth again, to get his respect back. And the only way to do that is what? Is come down with some power that this world has never seen. And that's nothing but what? Oh, man. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm never going against the Lord. Ever again. Never. That's that type of power that he's bringing, not peace. Him bringing peace is never going to establish what? The kingdom. Him bringing peace is never going to establish the Lord's name on earth again. Because you people would just keep living the life that you live in. The Lord has to come back and give you people the ultimate L, the ultimate ass whooping. You know? It says, and he have on his vesture and on his name, on his thigh, as a name written, King of Kings and Lords of Lords. And people try to say, oh yeah, see, the Lord had a tattoo. Beyond wicked. No, man. In his vesture, that's inside his garment, written on the side of his garment, written on the side of his armor, man. You know? That's stitched into his clothing, man. Kings of Kings and Lords of Lords. You know, John was literally having a vision of what Yahweh Shai, what Yahweh Shai had in his war clothes, man. Coming back with war, man. King of Kings and Lords of Lords. That's what he's going to be. He's the King of the Kings. The Lords of Lords. You know? Yahweh established his son up like that. You know? You know, he gave him the power to all things, man. Even what? The king, the kings over the angels. That's why Yahweh said, I would do nothing. You know? He doesn't have to. He created all this. And he created all this, what? To work for him. You know? All this is working for him and doing his bidding. That's the ultimate boss. Like if you watch the show Soprano, Tony Soprano, the boss, but he always had to be involved in something and literally sometimes do things himself. But Yahweh doesn't have to do that because why, man? He made things perfect and in complete righteousness. That he doesn't have to do anything. At first, yes, he was doing things, you know, and try to come to, you know, he was establishing to his people. Of course, man, when you first, you know, get your covenant with your people, you're establishing your ways with your people, you want to meet them first in person, like the head boss, man. Like the head boss comes down to the business and he wants to meet everybody, man. So he knows, you know, who does what and what your job is and things like that. And then you don't see the head boss no more for a very long time. And that's what it is. And plus, Yahweh was just too powerful to enter this realm. He can't. Because when he tried to, what? He was destroying things. Crumbling mountains and all that, man. Shaking the earth. But yeah, so, you know, and that's when, Yahweh, he just dealt through his prophets, man. And then what? He dealt through his son. And then what? He's still dealing through his prophets, you know. You know, his son, and now it's his son dealing through his prophets. And Yahweh was just watching the work be done, man. You know? Yahweh created everything to what? To play it in his way. You can't beat a power that created you to even, you know, to function like that. You know? He made it his way. He knows exactly how it's going to go. You got to understand that, let's say a day to the Lord is 1,000 years, man. You never would, you just can't fathom that. Like, you can't fathom that. And just even our fleshly minds, like, won't even let me fathom that and really think on it. Because, like, it just can't wrap around that kind of power. You just can't. He is. That's why I named him. He is. He's just everything, man. He's just everything. You know? Can't undercalculate him. You know? This is 17 verse 14. It says, these shall make war with the Lamb. And who's the Lamb? You know, it's Yahweh Shah. Speaking of in Matthew 2, describing himself as that Lamb. You know? And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he's the Lord of lords and the kings of kings. Like the scriptures is a full circle. Precept on precept. You know? That just shows, man. It's to go back to the code names. That was a code name once again. You know? Goes the lambs, and then it goes into speaking of who we're speaking of. You know? Who was actually talking about. That shows you the lamb, describing Yahweh Shah, because he was that sacrifice. So that one that was sacrificed, he's going to come back and make war with the world. Not peace. Does that say peace? No. These shall make war. They shall make war with the Lamb. Why? Because he's going to be coming in with full threat. You know? It says, and they that are with them are called and chosen and faithful. Exactly. That elect, those angels. Those are the faithful ones, the chosen. You know? Those are the ones that's going to be with them, man. His army. You know? That's going to be on every command. And that's going to be doing every job they're supposed to. Those angels, that's going to be opening up those seals, putting certain spirits on people. It's going to make people eat people straight up, man. Just straight bite into them. Straight kill them right on sight. You know, people just turn crazy, man. Just start rampaging. All kinds of shit, man. People kill themselves. Anything, man. Going to really open up some demons, man. You know? You know? But I'm going to give one more scripture and I'm going to wrap this up. This is Amos chapter 8, verse... Chapter 8, verse... chapter 9, verse 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon this sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. You know, what's the eyes of the Lord is talking about, man? It's talking about what the eyes of the angels. Like you said, the Lord he didn't do nothing. The eyes of the Lord, like I said, he creates everything. And he create what? Messengers. Angels that have a certain job as what? To go in and out of these dimensions and report to Yahweh Shah, and it goes up to Yahweh. You know? The Lord seeing us through Yahweh Shah, man. The Lord can't look upon unrighteousness, man. And this world is complete unrighteousness. So that's why things have to be reported to Yahweh Shah, to Yahweh, man. You know, scriptures speak about, you know, how the Lord can't look at unrighteousness, can't look at an unclean thing. That's why when Yahweh Shah was praying to him and things like that, you know, when he was being crucified and, you know, things like that, or when he was, you know, with the people of Israel, things like that, he lost grace of the Lord. You know, the Lord turned away from him. And Yahweh Shah felt that, man. He felt the Lord turned away from him when he was on the cross. And he was up there, he felt the Lord, you know, took his eyes upon him, because what? He had all the sins of Israel on him. He was unclean, and he couldn't look at him, you know. And Yahweh Shah felt that, you know. That's why he wasn't getting no response from the Lord. And he just knew he had to do what he had to do. But that's why at one point, Yahweh Shah was asking, you know, the Lord, is you forsaken me, you know, because he felt his presence, you know, move away from him, but he just couldn't look at him because he was unclean, you know. And see that those are deep scriptures, man. Those are deep scriptures, your pastor won't tell you about, you know, won't have you learn and things like that, you know, because they try to make it seem like they try to break this down, this to a scientific T, man, or some type of, movie script kind of thing to where it's just basic. Nah, man, it's not that, man, But it says the eyes of the Lord will destroy from the face of earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, save the Lord. Exactly. So the Lord is going to save a small portion out of the house of Jacob, out of the house of Israel. But the Lord is going to destroy America off the face of the earth. This is the most sinfulest kingdom in history of earth. This is all the kingdom mixed together, man. That's why you think the big name of America is the melting pot, man. The Lord is not coming with peace for this place. Only a wicked, stupid person would believe that the Lord was bringing peace. Only a wicked, stupid person believed that the Lord is all for, gay marriage and gay couples and all that. And when it's totally against him giving you the power and things like that to procreate, to create other forms of life. And being gay is totally against that, Man being with man is totally against that. That's why the Lord made it clear, man. That is abomination. He made that clear, thousands and thousands of years ago, man. He made that very clear, So that's why there's no peace that's coming for this place, man, but destruction, utter, complete destruction. This place is going to be a desert. Man, so y'all read your scriptures, man. But y'all not. The Lord got y'all in that deep sleep, and it's over for y'all people, man. That's what's coming, man. Straight destruction. That's it, man. You see what the chariots are doing. You see in this video, you see what the chariots are making Esau's technology and creations look like, man. Looking like toys, But I hope that video was edifying to you, brothers. So with that, I want to say shalom. On to the next one.